When people say that I want to be white, my question is, have you ever considered that I want to be Asian? And I think you should let me see that because people trust me. They know that I'm very serious.
Amber Heard is not the only person that's running around trying to squeeze out crocodile tears.
If you need any more evidence that Brigitte Macron is definitely a man, you were born a man and you will die a man. We are looking potentially at incest.
CNN and MSNBC, and I watch what they are saying and the lies that they are spinning.
Getting to the bottom of things a little bit. Am I maybe being selfish?
Forget everything you think you know about Candace Owens' media presence. Most people assume she's just saying shocking things for attention. But what if that isn't the whole truth? What if every viral clip, every headline, and every debate moment is actually part of a much larger, carefully engineered strategy? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the hidden architect of Candace Owens' media playbook and why it keeps her impossible to ignore. Section 1. The calculated controversy. Owens' most viral moments, whether on Twitter, YouTube, or cable news, almost always spark immediate outrage. But here's the thing, that outrage isn't an accident. It's by design. Her statements are boiled down into sharp, polarizing sound bites that are not easy to share, easy to react to, or impossible to ignore. This is what media strategists call the outrage cycle. A statement creates tension. That tension provokes strong emotion, and the emotion triggers mass sharing. In other words, outrage itself becomes the distribution engineer or engine. By condensing complex issues into bite-sized, emotionally charged lines, Owens ensures she's not just part of the conversation, she is the conversation. Section 2. The platform playbook. But controversy is only the first step. The second piece of a strategy is what I call the platform playbook. While many political figures rely on mainstream news to amplify their voices, Candace does something different. She thrives on alternative media, podcasts, YouTube shows, and carefully chosen guest appearances where she can frame the conversation on her own terms. Instead of being filtered by journalists or edited into sound bites, she takes control. She takes ownership of her platform. By building her audience directly through social media, she bypasses the traditional gatekeepers and speaks directly to her base. This is what marketers call the owned media model. Once you build that loyal following, you're no longer at the mercy of the media. You are the media.
I think you should let me see that because people trust me. They know that I'm very serious about this.
Section 3. The debate me dynamic. One of Owens' most recognizable tactics is what I describe as the debate me dynamic. On the surface, it looks like she's just challenging opponents to live debates for sports. But the truth is, these moments are deeply strategic.
Trans students on this campus who actively feel victimized by your presence here today. Additionally, you just pointed out that this man detransitioned, but earlier in your speech...
Guys, I want to hear her. Go ahead. What do I have to say? Just the question, please. No speech. What is the question?
What do you have to say to the trans students on this campus who feel actively victimized by your presence here?
Life's tough. Get a helmet, man. I'm too pregnant for this. Next question.
In these settings, she's not just exchanging ideas. She's performing dominance theater. She uses rapid interruptions, reframing of questions, and sheer confidence to seize control of the conversation. And here's the key. Audiences rarely remember who had the better facts. They remember who looked stronger, who spoke with conviction, and who seemed in control. For her supporters, this positions Owens as the voice of reason, even against opponents with stronger arguments.
Being allowed to address any of her points when she just keeps running over me. Like, I'm literally trying to answer your first point of you saying that I don't stay at home.
Yeah,
fair point.
Really weird. Yeah.
Fair point.
obviously, I get that you're all anti-Candace and pro-feminist, but also it's not productive if you're not actually.
Okay, address the point. You spend more time saying that I'm not addressing, that you don't have a chance to talk. I mean, the whole time you could have addressed the point. Okay. You could have talked.
I
go for it.
Just want you to know that you're not coming across as somebody who wants to actually have a conversation. So to get back to the claim, because I don't even know where you're at. You're now talking, you're saying that I said stuff in my podcast.
I'll go wherever you want to go.
I never said.
I'll go wherever
so do you want to start with me working at home? Because I work at home. You just said something about me working at home.
You travel all around the world.
Okay,
you do speeches, and I love that. I love how ambitious you are. That's a really great trait. And if you were truly said that, you would be more fulfilled. Now, one thing you do find is women, they don't want to stay at home when you pull them. They just want flexible working hours and flexible working conditions like you have. And I think we should all advocate for that. It's not one or the other. But when you sit here and you go, you'll be more fulfilled doing this, and spend all your time doing that, we would love for you to leave the public eye and go focus on what makes you fulfilled.
Okay.
Section 4. The identity framework. Perhaps her most powerful tool is the identity framework she's built into her brand. Owens doesn't just argue points. She weaves her personal story and background into nearly everything she says.
You would rather assign meaning to a homicidal maniac than to actually address the things that I said today that are actually harming Black America. Number 1, father absence. Number 2, the education system and the illiteracy rate. Illegal immigration ranks high, abortion ranks high, white supremacy and white nationalism, if I had to make a list again of 100 things, would not be on it. This hearing, in my opinion, is a farce, and it is ironic that you're sitting here and you're having 3 Caucasian people testify and tell you what their expertise are. Do you want to know what my expertise are? Black in America. I've been Black in America my whole life, all 30 years, and I can tell you that you guys have done the exact same thing every 4 years ahead of an election cycle, and it needs to stop.
This makes her look more than just a pundit. It makes her a symbol. By leaning into her identity, she appeals to specific demographics, challenges stereotypes, and positions herself as a disruptive outsider, shaking up the system. It's brand positioning 101. She's not only selling ideas, she's selling herself as the living proof of those ideas. And for many in her audience, that makes her arguments feel authentic, credible, and personal in a way statistics could never. Beyond the soundbite, long-term impacts. All of this brings us to the bigger question. What lies beyond the soundbite? Critics often dismiss Owens as just a provocateur, but that undermines her long-term impact. Her sustained messages doesn't just rile up her audience in the moment. It slowly shifts conversations over time, influencing not only her allies, but also her opponents. And beyond influence, there is the business side. Books, media deals, and brand partnerships that expand her reach even further. Yet this success raises an ethical question. Is Owens strengthening democratic debate by drawing people in or eroding it by prioritizing controversy and outrage over truth? The checkmate. Candace Owens' media persona isn't just chaotic improvisation. It's calculated precision. And when I spoke about her story, her upbringing, and that of her husband, one thing was notable. Both of them are very strategic and precise when it comes to recalculating and arranging their lives. From outrage cycles to debate dominance, from identity-driven branding to platform mastery, she has engineered a system that guarantees cultural relevance. But with every strategy comes a cost. In the short term, this approach builds influence, loyalty, and monetization. In the long term, it risks brand fatigue, escalating controversy, and even isolation if audiences tire of the outrage cycle. So here's the checkmate. Owens has cracked the formula for media influence in the digital age. But the real question isn't just what this means for politics today. It's how these strategies will shape or damage the legacies of public figures in the future. Does this kind of strategy build lasting influence, or does it burn over time? That's the conversation worth having. And I'd love to hear your take in the comments below. Also, for those of you who are new to the membership, thank you for joining. Please subscribe, share the video if you find it very interesting and informative. Also, on the membership, I would like us to have conversations which we cannot have here on YouTube. So please join the membership so we can have those kinds of conversations and build a community that is not only open-minded, but also willing to share ideas and take criticism when necessary. Until the next time, bye.
CNN and MSNBC, and I watch what they are saying and the lies that they are spinning. They are after a civil war. What do you think they want when they say things like Candace Owens is a Nazi sympathizer, like Candace Owens hates Black America, that Candace Owens is inspiring mass shootings? What are they doing? They are giving permission for people to come attack me.
But I wasn't invited to speak. And as the Daily Mail pointed out, I raged about that. I freaked out and threw everything, threw my toys out of the pram. Shit. I just want to see it. And I think you should let me see that because people trust me. They know that I'm very serious about this.